I feel like overall there has been a decrease in interest for the past few years. So crowning a girl from will definitely be a way to, get closer to them once again. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because this will be officially my last video about Miss Universe 2021 prior to the coronation night. And because this is a special moment, as I promised you on my previous video, I wanted to sit down and tell you, kind of like reveal to you what my final top 16 candidates are for this year's edition of Miss Universe. Now, I'm gonna be fully transparent. My final top 16 is kind of like all over the place. The rankings, I'm still working on them, but in reality, the competition is just like 7 hours away from me, and I still have to film this video, edit, and then upload it to my channel. So keep in mind that this is still kind of like a work in progress. You can take the rankings with a grain of salt. However, I tried as much as possible to include 16 candidates that, in my opinion, are deserving of making it to the final top 16, and ultimately some of them to the final top 10, top 5, and even top 3 I think we'll have this year. So for each one of them, I'll tell you why I think they deserve their placement. If you enjoy my video, the only thing that I'm gonna ask from you is that you leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section if you agree with my topics, my explanations, and all of the other things that I will mention during this video. Alright my friends, so without further ado, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it. Alright, so my top 16 on the list is actually Namibia. I feel like this girl has a beautiful story, and since the very beginning she was always a fan favorite for this competition. She even made my list of early favorites, and throughout the competition I feel like she has been able to live up to the expectation of the audience. She was very solid during her national competition, and during Miss Universe she has also been very consistent, so I believe that if she was given the chance, she could definitely be a very good candidate. One of my friends was telling me that she is really the type of girl who will do very well in fashion, so that's a huge opportunity right there for sponsorships and collaborations, which will bring a lot of revenue for the Miss Universe organization, and at the same time visibility for both the candidate and the org. Number 15 on the list, we have Lalela Mswane from South Africa. I feel like Lalela, honestly, one of my very early favorites from the beginning. I followed her journey here on the channel. I was amazed by her communication skills, and I believe that that is really the strength of Lalela. The only reason why I didn't put her higher on the list is because I feel like she was playing it a little safe when it comes to the competition. She gave us a white gown for prelims. She gave us a white national costume. I haven't heard that much about her during the activities that Miss Universe did, and at the same time there has been a little bit of controversy with the South African government. But overall, I still feel like Lalela delivered a good performance, and if the organization is looking for someone who will be able to speak and to be eloquent, to really work with charities and really do more of an intellectual work, she will be an amazing choice. Number 14, we have Bahamas. I feel like the Bahamas has honestly been one of the best surprises of this entire competition so far. The girl is so fierce, full of sassiness, but she also has a very beautiful story. For those of you who watched her introduction video, Bahamas is not necessarily one of the big pageant countries in the world, so it will be very refreshing to see a country without the sash factor do very well in pageantry. So I'm excited to see what will happen with her, but definitely I feel like she has some surprises for the coronation night. Let's keep an eye on her. And number 13 on the list, and actually a little bit controversial, I have Thailand. I believe that Anjali Scott Kemis has really done a good job when it comes to representing her overall message, especially during the activities and the early moments of the competition. I was very vocal about the fact that I was a little bit underwhelmed by her performance during preliminaries, because I think that for someone who is an advocate for confidence and body positivity and body inclusivity, that feeling did not translate through the screen. So I was not crazy about the performance, but I do know that Anjali has an incredible team behind her. We know that Thailand is a powerhouse nowadays when it comes to pageantry. So I believe that they can really put her together on the right mindset, and she might surprise us during coronation night. I definitely hope to see her within the top 16. top 10 if possible, and you never know after that. If she gets to Q&A, she might do extremely well, but we'll see. For now, she is number 13. Number 12 on the list, we have Venezuela, another country that really has a sash factor, and we are used to see girls from Venezuela do extremely well in pageantry. However, I feel like this year for Louisette, a lot of people have been vocal about the fact that she seems to be really, caught up with the technique and do everything by the book, and that's the only reason why she is not cracking the top 12 for me. When you think of her performance during preliminary, even national costume, I know that it doesn't count, but she did very, very well on both of those. I loved her gown during preliminaries. I loved her swimsuit competition as well. But if you don't have that X factor, just because you do well in those categories, it does not mean that you will be the right fit or the right choice for the organization. Keep in mind that Miss Universe is a business first and foremost, and they have to make sure that whoever they choose not only can deliver on the technicalities of being a beauty queen, but who will also attract a lot of sponsors, will be able to, connect with a lot of people. And if you are so structured, I think that you will struggle a little bit with those things. Number 11 on the list, we have Brazil. And oh my God, Brazil, for all the Brasileiros out there looking at me, I would like to say that I really love your candidate. When I reviewed her national competition, I was really mind blown by her. If you guys saw that video, then you know what I'm talking about. But I believe that ever since she made it into the international competition, she has been playing it safe. I don't know what it is, if it's something with the mindset, if it's something with the pressure. She has not been giving me exactly what I was hoping from her. What I saw in the national competition was a woman who was fearless, who was just living in the moment, enjoying every single second. Right now, right here, during Miss Universe 2021, not so much. She's having a good time, but she's playing it safe. And I think that if you're going for such a big title, for such a big crown, you cannot play it safe. You have to give it your all. Number 10 on the list, and this is where things start getting a little blurred for me, okay? Like, this is where the placement are like, I'm not sure if I should be like 10 or 9 or whatever, like, we'll see. But number 10 on the list is USA. So Elle obviously was the last crowned candidate to make it into the competition, and because of that, I personally believe that she is still rolling on that high of being crowned Miss USA. Meaning that the other candidates, they were crowned, then they went into like training mode for like weeks or months. They had to do their fittings, they had to do like that, and then go to the international competition. For Elle, the path was slightly different because she was crowned, and within the same week, she had to go to Miss Universe. So she's still, running on that boost of confidence, on the adrenaline, and I believe that because of that, she will do very well during the finals. She definitely nailed the preliminaries, and right now I think that she's gonna be able to carry that to the coronation night. Number 9 on the list, we have Philippines, and I know that a lot of people are gonna tell me what. I know that a lot of you will feel like she should be higher. A lot of people will also feel like she should be lower. It really depends of what you're looking for when it comes to Beatriz. But here are the facts, the things that we cannot disregard about Beatriz. First and foremost, I feel like Beatriz has been authentically herself when it comes to the competition. For those of us who have been following her since the Miss Universe Philippines times, we've been talking about her communication skills and the fact that she is calm, that she is quiet, and it doesn't matter how much training, how much critique she has received, she has stayed honestly true to herself. Even if you look at her social media, she did not allow the organization or the fact that she is right now during Miss Universe to take over her social media. So for me, that does speak about a strength of character, which is very appealing to the organization. Let's also talk about the fact that Beatriz is an open member of the LGBTQ+ community. So this is an opportunity for the Miss Universe organization to really focus on that as well and showcase themselves as an ally. So those are big opportunities right there. Philippines is one of the biggest countries when it comes to pageantry. Automatically, by crowning someone like Beatriz, they will get big sponsors from the Philippines as well. So I feel like from a visibility point of view, from a business point of view, and from a personality point of view, Beatriz makes sense. Now, I did tell you earlier that during preliminary, I think that she played it safe. We did not see the Luigi factor that she has been talking about. In my opinion, the one during preliminary, that was Beatriz, that was not Luigi. But it doesn't take away from the fact that she might be able to really showcase that more fierce side, more wild side that she has during finals. And if she's able to do that, I still have high hopes for Beatriz. I guess that it would all depend of how she presents herself during finals, and at the end of the day, what the judges are looking for. But hoping for the best. Number 8 on my list, we have Vietnam. I feel like Kim honestly has been one of the most consistent candidates so far for the entire competition, but also one of the most exciting ones to follow. Everything from her national competition, the level of quality that the Miss Universe Vietnam organization put into the entire selection process. They came up with an entire reality show. If you look at their Instagram, it's like so extremely polished, professional. It looks like premium. The gowns, the outfits, everything has been on point. I also feel like she has been one of the candidates who is getting a lot of visibility from Miss Universe. If you look on their social medias, if you look on their stories, if you look on like different platforms, I always see something from Kim. She did well with the sponsors as well. And last but not least, she has also bonded with a lot of girls. I have seen her with many people within the organization with other candidates, and I feel like they look at those things. How do you behave around other people? Are you able to connect with them, to get along with them? So we never know, but I believe that this really is a big opportunity for Vietnam, which in the past few years has started to show a lot of sash potential. Number 7, we have Miss France. I do believe that this will be a very good opportunity for the Miss Universe organization to kind of appeal once again to the European audience. And the reason for that is because in recent years, I feel like girls from Europe have been getting a little overlooked. Most of the candidates who make, the top 16s, or the candidates who even make like for the fans, the top picks and who they are rooting for, I feel like mainly we have girls from Asia, we have girls from Americas, and also some girls from Africa. When it comes to Europe, I feel like overall there has been a decrease in interest for the past few years. So crowning a girl from France will definitely be a way to, get closer to them once again. Miss France is pretty much one of the biggest pageants in the entire world, I would say, just by themselves. They do an amazing job already. And what I was thinking is that this girl really has an interesting story, having a mixed background, waiting almost for 2 years just to make it to Miss Universe. And by the time that she got there, she got COVID. So I feel like that's gonna make her story very interesting, very appealing. And if she plays it, all right during coronation, she might get close to that top 5. Top 3, we never know, and at that point we'll see what happens. Number 6 on the list, we have Chile. I mean, I'm honestly very surprised by this girl. I feel like on the Latina side of things, she has really been one that has been very interesting to follow, because her beauty is just so remarkable and so unique. She has a very specific type of beauty that I see will do very well in Latin countries, and all over the world pretty much, because this is like an universal beauty. The overall opinion that I see about Chile is that everyone has a positive regard when it comes to her. So I feel like she will be one of those candidates that if she gets crowned, she wouldn't create a division between the fandom, and that is sometimes one of the biggest challenges for the organization, because how do you find a queen that will benefit the organization, that will be a good fit and a good match, but at the same time will not separate the audience and alienate a part of the people who follow the pageant? Because don't forget, this is a business. You cannot be losing customers, and the customers are the audience. So Chile proved that she is consistent enough during preliminaries for me to put her on top 6. I feel like if given the chance, she could really give the girls a run for their money. Number 5, another fan favorite and someone who has been really taken this year by storm. Of course, I'm talking about Belgium. Already with her story, I feel like she's one of the most appealing candidates to hit the stage this year. And once again, coming from a country that has no sash factor, this is a big opportunity for Miss Universe to connect with a brand new audience. She is in the side of Europe, so reconnecting with that audience that for a while has been neglected at this point. And when it comes to the girl herself, she has done so well so far within the competition. Throughout the activities, especially during preliminary, there wouldn't be really a way to discredit her. Even if you're not super happy because your candidate didn't get the crown and Belgium got it instead, we wouldn't be able to discredit her and say that she didn't deserve it, because she has been really putting in the work. And I feel like it's time for someone like Belgium to get this type of recognition. They could really push her story to make her, very appealing for sponsors, for a lot of different business opportunities. So I believe that this will be a good match. Number 4 on the list, I actually have Colombia, which I'm gonna be honest, originally she was gonna make it into my top 3. I think that I didn't get the exact level of intensity that I was expecting from Colombia. I thought that she was gonna be one of those really glamazons, fierce girls when she hits the stage. However, she has a very calm aura, which I think is alright because she delivered in all of the aspects that she was supposed to deliver, but it was just not what I was expecting, you know? And by no means that is a symbol that she is not worthy of the crown, but it's just like it threw me off a little bit. Like I was, what? Okay, wait, I thought you were like this, but now you're like super calm. Okay. But when you look at it objectively, she has really been doing very well throughout all the competitions. For swimsuit, she was a fan favorite. For evening gown, she was a fan favorite. For national costume, that butterfly was amazing. She's another one who created a lot of bonds with the girls and has been all over social media. So I'm expecting her to see her well. She was one of the candidates that I was really going back and forth. Like I was putting her at number 3, then at number 4, then going back to 3. I was like, but keep in mind that, yeah, I see her potential though. Number 3, we have Paraguay. And of course, I mean, Paraguay has been the talk of everyone in the pageant community for the past few months. Obviously, I think that one of the most hyped candidates this year. And the big conversation about Paraguay is like, yeah, she is so beautiful. She's like a doll. She has this amazing story and path. However, she won't be able to live up to the expectation. Well, I do think that Paraguay proved everyone wrong. I think that she has done so well so far during the competition. And to be honest, personally, one of the things that turned me off a little bit about her, the communications, because she is very good at speaking publicly, you know, like really eloquent and all. But I thought that she had a way of avoiding certain questions, like just go around them. And because of that, was the only reason why I was like hesitating. But you can really not deny her when it comes to her presence on stage, her facial and physical beauty. She is a very smart girl as well. So I think that it will all come down to if she makes it to the top 5 and top 3 and she has to go through Q&A and making a statement, how will she deliver? I feel like that will be the make it or break it moment for Paraguay. Number 2 on the list, we have Puerto Rico. Oh my God. And honestly, at some point, I thought that Puerto Rico was going to be the one for this year. Actually, when I was making this list, I was going, you know, back and forth between Puerto Rico and my top 1. Michelle is just stunning. This woman is a vision. And to be honest, I feel like it's time for Puerto Rico to get a crown because for the past few years, they have been sending very consistent women, very empowered, very beautiful, very intelligent women. And for some reason, they have not been getting the placement that sometimes these candidates might deserve. Michelle was a stunner during preliminaries when it comes to her swimsuit. Her evening gown was amazing as well. Her national costume presentation was a highlight in my opinion. During the activities, she has been doing incredible, and once again all over social media with the girls and also on the organization's platform. And also she feels like she has a purpose. When she talks, you can feel like there is something that she is representing for something bigger than herself. Now, the only thing is that a lot of people give her pushback because it seems like she is overdoing it a little bit. Like she's pushing it a little bit too much, or like she seems way too passionate, and sometimes that can, you know, alienate the audience. But I believe that is the only negative point with Puerto Rico. We'll see what happens at the end and how she's able to present herself during coronation. That will be what will decide of whether or not she will get the crown or she will fade into the background. We'll see. And last but not least, my number 1 pick for the crown as of right now will be Miss India. Harnaz, I feel like honestly she embodies everything that I can think of a Miss Universe as of right now. I think that she has been so extremely good throughout the entire competition. Preliminary, she was amazing. From the moment that the camera just focused on her, I was like, yes, that is a Miss Universe right there. And I honestly believe that she has a beautiful story as well, because coming from India, one of the countries that has struggled the most with the pandemic, this is gonna be a good message for Indian people. This is gonna be an uplifting moment for them. Once again, India is one of the most populated countries in the world, so this is a huge opportunity for the Miss Universe organization to connect with a whole new audience. Harnaz has been all about her culture and references and really representing for women as well, empowerment, which is something that the organization is actively looking for. And as of right now, I cannot think of one negative thing that I can tell you that might, you know, honestly just bring her lower on my ranking. I know that a lot of people were not super pleased with her communication skills because she has an accent when she speaks, but personally I think having an accent is a strength because it's only an indicator that you speak several languages. It is to be seen that you are a cultured woman, you know. That is a symbol of education and of the fact that you have been exposed to other cultures and other languages and therefore other people. So for those trying to discount her just because of the accent, we all have an accent. I mean, like, who makes the rules? You don't. So there you have it, you guys. Those were pretty much my top 16 for this year's edition of Miss Universe 2021. Once again, as I told you earlier, the ranking is kind of shaky. I'm like putting up and down. People are coming in and out of the list, but I think that I'll stick to the 16 candidates. I'm just gonna leave it a little flexible when it comes to the ranking. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the countries that I named? Let me know what do you think about my explanation and my reasoning behind it. And if you think differently, also let me know. This is an open conversation. Always be respectful of other people, of other countries, but we can all talk, and you know, that's the fun of pageantry. Alright my friends, so thank you for being here. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug. That's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.